What's good, YouTube? Welcome to the channel. It's your boy T, and today I just want to talk to you about female nature, about hypergamy, and how I became homeless. I learned most of my information about female nature when I became homeless. One thing about females and the nature of what they do and how they do things is they are hypergamous. And in this video, I'm gonna really break down what is hypergamy and how we can use it as man, how we can use that to our advantage, and the tough lesson I learned about hypergamy and female nature, the tough situation I went through, and how it made me want to self-improve and become a better man. So I just want to make sure I inform you guys and teach you guys all the things that I've learned, and how and teach you how you can use female hypergamy as motivation to become the best version of yourself. So watch the video from beginning to end. Comment, like, subscribe, and you've come to the right place. First, we gotta talk about what is hypergamy. Hypergamy is one of the things that women do subconsciously. It's a biological thing that's put into women because women have offspring. So women have offspring and they are hardwired to be providers. Even if you're dealing with a woman or that doesn't have kids or can't have kids, she's still hardwired to be hypergamy. She's hardwired to take care of her offspring. It's not about her, it's about her offspring. So she's gonna naturally want to reproduce with the strongest man possible. These are things that man should keep in mind, and they have to keep this in mind when they're dealing with women, when they're dating them, when they're marrying them. She's always going to naturally want to reproduce with the strongest man possible. This is one of the reasons why I don't fall in love with women. If you think about it, since women are naturally hypergamy, if you decide to get married to a woman, now you're locked in with the court system to a female who's hypergamy. And if you've ever dated women whose focus was looks, some women prefer looks, some women prefer financial status more, it just depends. But if you ever dated a woman who prefer looks more, if she finds a guy that looks better than you, she might just automatically cut you off. If you date a woman that prefers a financial thing over looks, she prefers a man with higher value, higher status financially, then she'll just cut you off, won't even say nothing, and just go date that guy or go deal with that guy. Man, we have more heart, so we're not gonna just just cut a woman off if she's been doing everything she's supposed to been doing in the relationship or in our situation. We're not just gonna cut off, but women will cut your ass off because they're naturally hardwired to want the best option possible. All you men out here who are getting connected with women permanently, if she finds a better option, she's gonna start monkey branching. Now, this changes, this monkey branching, it starts and stops at different times, because if you understand female nature and you know about women, their best years are from 15 to 29. That's when she's really wanting to get with an alpha sigma type guy, strong man. As she starts hitting the wall after 29, she starts hitting the wall physically. Then she starts looking for a beta male. So women hit the wall physically at about 30 and they start to decline. So we know men incline as they get older, women decline as they get older. As she declines, she wants to find a beta male, which is a weak guy, to help take care of her. The beta male is simply a guy that she likes for what he provides. Okay, she likes that man for what he provides. And he's usually a real emotional guy. He's really all in his feelings. He tries to make her happy by buying her things, by giving her all his non-sexual time. So you gotta understand women's time frames, okay? Age 15 for a woman to 29 is when she's in her best physical shape. Age 30 and up is when she starts to decline. Age 15 to 29 is when she wants her strong alpha sigma guy first. And then age 30 and up, that's when she starts to have to look for her beta male first. But the thing about women is they always need both. So if she's over 29 and she's starting to look for a weak guy, a beta male, then she's gonna find that guy and she's gonna make him pay and wait for things that she won't make the sigma alpha male wait for. So she's gonna box herself up and play like she's brand new when she really wants that hard, rough guy, and she's not gonna make him wait or pay for anything. So nowadays, you have men who are beta males. They're marrying women after women have already went on the dick carousel from age 15 to 29. They've already had their good guy and they didn't want him. So they had their mate of their dreams between 15 and 29. They had the guy, just a nice good guy, but they don't want the nice good guy. That's not what they want. They want the bad guy. And that's why, you know, like I say, I can look at my mom. My dad was the bad guy and he impregnated my mom. And now my mom married a good guy and she don't treat him right. And that's just female nature. So you gotta understand female nature. And what we're talking about today is hypergamy. How women switch up. As they know they're getting desperate, as they get older, they start looking for a weak man first, and then they'll keep the hard guy in the background because they always want both. And women never know what they really want. They change all the time. They have so many emotions, they don't know what they want. I want to keep you guys, I'm going to have to always remind you guys about that. And this is why you can't get tied up emotionally with a woman. It's just not a smart thing to do. They can switch at any time and they'll have you, manipulating you, thinking everything is fine for a year, for 3 years, for 4 years, for 10 years, for 15 years. And then they'll switch on you after they get all of your, after they know that they have you, they'll switch up on you. After they got all your validation, they'll switch up on you. That's why you gotta keep them chasing your validation. You can't fall in love with women. You can love a woman, but don't fall in love with a woman. Okay? So when it talks about hypergamy, we talk about a biological thing. I'm getting back on the point. We're talking about a biological thing that women are hardwired to want to date a man that they look up to. So the first thing they really like is a leader. Women want a man that has leadership qualities. One thing we talk about over here on this channel is being persistent, being consistent, persistent, being strong, having the type of mindset that you're not going to depend on the next man. You're going to try to get things done by yourself and have that mindset that, hey, I got to make the first step. I got to make the first step. And then once I make the first step, someone going to recognize that I have made the first step. Then you'll probably start getting help. But if you don't help yourself and you don't take that first step and have that mindset that really no one cares out here, I got to get the job done, then nothing's going to happen for you. If you have that mindset that I got God behind me, things will start happening for you. But you got to have both. You got to have the mindset that no one cares, I'm going to get this shit done and I got God behind me. And that's the number one person you need is yourself and God. That's all you need to get things going. So being a leader, you got a good mindset and you're going to take the first step. You're going to get shit going. Women are attracted to leaders. Remember, relationships, it's all about leverage, and you want to make sure you keep your masculinity, and leadership is going to keep that attraction level high. Next, you want to make sure you have a sense of humor. Women don't want a robot. So make sure you have a sense of humor and make sure you can, carry on the conversation and joke a little bit. And don't be taking shit personal. Don't take shit personal. Don't act like a goofball, but have a good sense of humor and stay masculine at all times. Have passion and ambition about something that you want. You got to be passionate and ambition about something that you want to accomplish in your life. If not, you'll be out here just watching television, just wasting time. You need to be working out in the gym, be passionate about something. That'll raise a woman's attraction if you're passionate and ambition. You gotta dress good. Just dress good. You don't have to buy the most expensive clothes. Just make sure that they look straight. They're ironed, and make sure you neat. That's gonna help raise that attraction level. That's part of hypergamy. That's how you can use a woman's hypergamy against it. You looking good, you dressing nice. That's gonna help. That's gonna make her, oh, look at, that's gonna raise that attraction level. And you gotta have confidence. If you don't have confidence in what you're doing, or what you're talking about, or what your goals are, then how can you be a leader? How can you lead a woman? If you following a woman, then you are asking for trouble. You want to make sure you are always the leader, always masculine frame, always keep your emotions in check. Don't be spending money emotionally. Women do that. Women are bad with money because they spend money emotionally. Women are not good in leadership positions because they're too emotional. You as a man, your strength is your logic. Out here in this world, you need to be very serious about what's your goals, what's the deadline, what you trying to do. The times that we living in, you don't need to be caught up with a female. We got social media, we got COVID going on. It's not like the old days. Don't be living with a woman because it naturally puts you in a beta position like I was. And what happens is attraction level drops when you're around a woman too much. And so she starts looking at you like a weak man. So that's what happened to me. And this has happened more than once to where I would find myself living with a woman or cohabitating with a woman. Every time it didn't work out well. It doesn't work out well. Some situations it takes longer than others for it to start to decline, depending on how often y'all see each other. But it's not going to work out well because she's hardwired to be hypergamy. And if y'all living together and y'all not married, you're gonna have some issues. It was like a couple times to where I knew I had to move out because she was shit testing me. Women that test you, they'll try to irritate you. If they know they can get away with it, they'll try to irritate you and make you become emotional. And that can get you locked up. That can get you put in jail, man. If you hit her and she calls the police on you, you're gonna get put in jail and you're gonna get put out. You might as well be proactive. It's better to be proactive on all things, really. Be proactive. If you know the relationship ain't going well, get the fuck out of there. If you know the living arrangements isn't going well, get the fuck out of there, man. So for me, I knew it was time for me to leave, man. When I started noticing different signs and seeing different ways she was testing me, and when I say testing, they'll just see what they can do to disrespect you, and if you allow it, and there's levels to it. If you allow it, she'll do it even more, and she'll do it even more. So I know it's a lot of men out here who are they're living with their girls and they just don't have any other options. They don't feel like they can leave and stuff like that. One of the things that I done when I wanted to move out and I didn't have the money is, if you got a car, what I done was I got a storage unit. I put my stuff in the storage unit. I already had a gym membership, so I got a 24-hour gym membership, and I had my YMCA membership, and I just showered at the gym. And what that does is that makes you work out. It makes you work out. So you shower at the gym. I lived in my car, and I put my stuff in storage, and I would just trade out my dirty clothes out of my storage. And then other than that, I was working a whole lot. So if you stay working, you're gonna sleep good. And in the wintertime, just wear you a thermal while you sleep in the car. And then in the summertime, just get you a battery operated fan. But you're not gonna be in the car that much because you should be grinding, building yourself up to get the fuck out the car. So it's just the little sacrifice, and don't be scared. Get the fuck out of that house and get creative, because being up under that woman is clouding up your strategy. For every chaotic situation that you in, there's a strategy. And so don't be living with a woman if y'all not married. That's how I found myself homeless. And eventually I started grinding. And it may take you 6 months, it may take you 5 months, it may take you 3, may take you a year. But while you're doing this, you grinding real hard. You're working 2 jobs. You're tired as fuck. I had even started working 3 jobs at one period of time, because I had a lot of child support coming out of my check at the time, and we'll talk about that in future videos on how to adapt and how to work through child support and stuff like that, if you're going through that. But we don't make excuses over here, man. It's really, in this world, it's a no one cares type thing, so you got to be creative and come up with a strategy, but you can do it. Eventually, as you keep grinding, as you keep working, you'll work your way up out of it. As you pray, but you grind it. All right, you'll work your way out of it. And at the end, after you get through all of this bullshit, you'll be a better man, a stronger man, and you will look back on this, and if you got a son, you'll be able to teach him, and so he won't make the same mistakes. So that's one of the lessons, that's one of the ways, like the reasons that I wanted to learn about female nature. I really wanted to learn, like, I thought I was doing everything right, man. You can be doing everything right, going to church with her. That don't mean, you can be going to church with her. She could be telling you this and that. Always pay attention to what a woman does, not what she says. Pay attention to what she does, not what she says. Don't worry about other people, and don't be an emotional guy. Women only see strength. Don't worry about what other people doing or what they say. Focus on you, man. Have your own mindset. Listen to Dave Ramsey. Alright? Save your money. Be frugal. Don't be scared. And you can survive out here, man. You can do it. And remember, it's all about mindset. No one cares until you change your mindset. But the man upstairs, man, he wants you to become the best version of yourself. I'm out.